Waller.
Graham's bunch, I'm the head of the bunch. Graham's bunch, I'll make you eat your packed lunch. My name is Graham, I've got my own show, driving around in my convertible. Graham's bunch, I got my own show, Graham's show, I got my own show. Feeling Graham, feel it of course, feeling the rhythm, feeling the fourth. Everyone in a lunch bunch got a hump. Everybody in a lunch bunch got a Graham. Graham in a bunch with a lunch got a hump. Everybody gotta have a lunch with a Graham. Graham got a lunch.
Well, welcome everybody to Graham's Packed Lunch. You're joined by me, Graham, and my partner in crime, the Tezmeister.
How's it going, Graham?
Very well, thank you. I'm enjoying the hot weather today. I feel like I'm sweating away, but that's all right, isn't it? How about
Sweating
you?
like an absolute ape here, Graham. Drenched in the stuff. Bringing me kegs out, absolutely dripping.
Little top tip for you. Pop a pair of boxer shorts in the freezer. It'll be a nice little cool surprise for later. So,
yeah, I have done that. In fact, I put my whole three-piece suit in the freezer, Graham. You're not supposed to dry clean. I mean, you're only supposed to dry clean. You're not supposed to put it in the washing machine. But it doesn't say don't freeze it. So I just put it in the freezer.
True,
I'm going to wear it tonight as I'm dancing around my living room.
I've just mainly been wearing my 5-piece suit. So, you know.
Oh, you got 5 pieces now?
Got 5 pieces now, yeah. It's the thing is about suits is you can only have a 3-piece suit for so long. Sometimes you want a 5-piece. So
well, I'm looking at a 7-piece suit, Graham, but it's not cheap. Certainly won't be able to get it on the old Waller wage.
And that's right, the old Waller wage. But here we are, though, taking you through lunchtime. Welcome again to the Packed Lunch. I hope you enjoyed the theme tune every week, rocking out to that song. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we should change it soon. I think we should change it soon, Graham. If you've got any more money in the budget, maybe we could get me in the theme, and we'll have a proper theme. That's a placeholder right now. If you know. I
mean, as placeholders go, it's a pretty good placeholder. So I don't want to be that guy, Terry. You don't want to. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, is what they often say in the building trade. So,
absolutely. So, Graham, what have we got coming up today?
Oh, what haven't we got coming up today, Terry? We've got a lot of things coming up. I mean, the show itself, I feel, has been revitalised. If for anyone that wasn't privy to the information last week, we had a great big board meeting. From that great big board meeting, there was a lot of bored faces. Am I right? Am I right?
I don't know what you mean, Graham. I was enthralled.
Absolutely enthralled. And within that, we just got some great new content and new ideas for the show. So we're going to really bring some new vibes, new ideas. And one of the things that we like to do around here, we like to bring a new game show.
We've been known across the region, across the nation, across the world even. Sometimes, some people even say across the galaxy, for having the best radio call-in shows, and in fact we got an award on Jupiter the other year, but we couldn't make it, could we, Graham? So they're not really good at game shows over there, so they sort of tune into ours. But we won an award for Graham's Adventure Question Games Series 5, but we couldn't collect it. Anyway, we've decided...
It's too far.
Yeah, it's too far.
Don't skirt past it, because there was embarrassment about that at the time that we couldn't get there. It's too far. Rocket power is not fuel to get to Jupiter, even for a bloody award. Excuse my French.
Yeah, which bit was French?
I said bloody.
Oh, yeah, bloody.
That's what the French say, don't they?
Is it? Yeah, bloody hell. Anyway, so we've got a whole load of new games, and... Graham, tell us about some of these games, because I've been in the studio every day and you've been at home every day. The old stay-at-home superstar over there. Stay-in-bed superstar, that's what they call him. Superstar of the radio station, stays in bed all day. Anyway, I've been in the studio and you've been at home, so these games that we're supposed to have developed, how come I haven't heard anything about them?
That's the thing.
Or are we thinking of them now? Are we coming up with them on the spot? Is that the thing?
There's a little bit of that and a little bit of not. I mean, because what you're saying there is, creative genius. You don't want to bog the creative genius down with worrying about, is the wire plugged into the right box? Have we got enough batteries?
Yeah, you're right.
Is the coffee machine loaded for the star when he gets here? I need
When does he get here, by the way? Because it's been about 4 months since you've been in the studio, Graham.
No,
When
that's
does
true,
he get
actually.
here? When does he get
when
here?
does he get- and even when I was in the studio, people would say I wasn't quite the star that I was making out, but that's fine. You know, either way, we're going to have a go at making some up. I've prepared one or two, don't get me wrong, and then you know, we can have a look at them together.
You know what I'm like, Graham? I'm a serial doubter until I'm proven wrong, and you prove me wrong time and time again with these games. So even if they do sound quite tragically unplayable, I'm sure we'll find something in them.
Well, you know, again, as you say, always a skeptic. But first game that I want to throw out to the whole region on this great radio day, I want to throw out this new game. Okay, this is one of the ones I've thought of. It's Graham's Safe as Houses, Tight as Trousers.
Well, I like the name. So I like the name, but I can't see the game yet.
Really new in with the name, and it's always the best place to start. If anyone out there is a budding radio person, radio entrepreneur, I think that's what we call ourselves, a rentrepreneur. So basically start with a name. Graham's Safe as Houses, Tight as Trousers. So basically what happens is you're going into people's homes and they've got to put on the tightest pair of trousers. And if they can do it, they're safe as houses, aren't they? They win. And if they can't,
What if they can't, though? What if they can't?
Yeah, that's part of the hilarity of the show. Think about it. Somebody's struggling to get into it. We've all seen a sausage when you fry it and it pops. You know, doesn't it look funny? Imagine that if it's somebody's leg.
You know what, Graham? Let's just go for it. And I'm all for it. I like it.
Yep. So, I mean, the only thing, you know, really left to do, Tether, is to get a caller on the line. And I know that the switchboards are lighting up because they have been all day. And I've been picking it up every time going, sorry, it's not time now.
Graham,
Call back later.
I've got the switchboard in the studio. Everyone in the... Just don't believe what he's saying. Look, he tries to act like he's in the studio doing the switchboard. You're not. I'm doing the switchboard and we've got one caller. So it's not... like it is lighting up because it had to light up to show one. But there's only one caller, so it's not... Don't act like there's
I've got
1,000
a switchboard
calls.
app on my phone, so...
Yeah, and it's virtual, Graham. You know, it's a game. It's not real. It's a flash game.
Well, is it? Is it, though, Terry? Is it? I'm sick of this. I'm absolutely sick of it. I think of a new game, and this is what you're doing. We've got a call. I'm so annoyed. Right, so good merry lunchtime to you. Welcome to the new and improved packed lunch with me, Graham. What's in your lunch? What's in your packed lunch?
I've already put the trousers on.
Oh, right, okay, you're straight in there. And what size waist do you? What size waist do you, sir?
32.
So you're an... Are they a 32? Because you sound like a 38 or a 42. You're 19, okay. Right, have you got both legs in or one? Is it both legs or one leg?
I buttoned it up.
Christ, are you okay?
I don't think I can unbutton it.
Okay, try right. What I want you to do is drop and roll. Drop and roll. Okay.
I did it.
Right. Try and bring your knees up to your chest.
Cut me out.
Try and bring your knees up. Have you got a neighbour? Can I call somebody?
My feet have gone purple.
Oh Christ.
I need a
Okay.
pair of scissors. Hold on, I've got one.
Don't ruin a perfectly good pair of trousers. There's people without trousers in the world. It's not casualty.
I'm out.
Are you okay?
I should have waited for your. Because you were
Instruction.
so long. You were
Yeah,
so
that's
long,
true.
Graham. I should have waited for your instructions.
You should. I mean, that's a.
The trousers.
Yeah,
What did I win?
that's
What did I
good.
win?
Whew.
Let's talk
That-
prizes. Let's talk prizes.
Sorry.
Let's talk prizes. What did I win? Is it a toaster? A hamper for Christmas? Have I got a
No,
hamper
you've.
for...
Do you know what you've actually won? You've won yourself a nice. You've won a nice craft afternoon actually.
An ice cream craft afternoon.
No, nothing to do with ice cream. It's a craft
Could I
afternoon.
get
So
like
there's.
a Snickers ice cream on the way if we stop by a BP or garage or something?
No, we're not coming to you, darling. All right. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to send you out a PDF, and on that PDF, it's going to tell you how to turn those very tight trousers
Graham,
into a pair.
You're a PDF
Sorry?
file.
Yeah, I see what you've done there. It's very clever. Cut him off,
did hear
please,
that,
Terry.
actually. I did hear
Cut
that.
him
There's
off,
been a
Terry.
lot of-
Cut him off. Terry, cut him off. That was unnecessary. Inflammatory. And...
Don't bring up Graham's past.
Well, the thing is, because I was. No, I'm going to address this now. So for a long time, I wasn't using PDFs, and I was completely against PDFs. If anything, I'd use Notepad, and WordPad, and I'd zip them in a file. And I just got a lot of, in one of my previous roles on a different radio station, a lot of people used to call in and call me, a PDF file, which they thought was funny, and it's not, because, now I understand that PDF's actually quite good.
Yeah, you can't, it's just, if you're going to use Notepad, it's just not going to compare. You can't have images, you can't have different text format, and it's just, there's no comparison.
Try writing wingdings. Try writing wingdings in Notepad. That's an issue.
Yeah. Also, get yourself the Graham's Packed Lunch font. Graham's made his own font for Graham's Packed Lunch. Fantastic. I use it for everything.
It is a good font, actually. I've got it on I've put it on one of my leather jackets, and I've been waxing it quite a lot to keep it fresh.
Yeah. It's like a Comic Sans that you can use, sort of acceptably.
Oh, absolutely. It's like Comic Sans if someone had done it badly but better.
Yeah, if Graham had done it. It's more like Graham's handwriting. Anyway, that was a good game, Graham. I know I think that worked. Are we going to have any more for that game, or are we just going to move straight on to the next one?
No, move straight on, because when you've got an array of game shows that I've got, you can't sit still. If the guys in the boardroom wanted better content, what better content at a lunchtime than this?
Absolutely. Driving you through lunch, getting a drive-through. It's Graham and Terry, Waller 107.7 off FM, through the drive-through. And this is the drive-through, and now we're at the ordering. You've ordered and you're waiting for your order now. So
you're waiting for your order.
Please wait in bay 3, if you will do.
Because you've asked not for lettuce, and that seems trickier to make than just,
Slow them down. Some of the guys in the kitchen aren't too bright, so you don't want to slow them down.
You don't want to slow them down. But basically, 107.7.7 FM, we're driving you from the office to wherever you're having lunch. Let's not get lost in the queue. And then we're driving you back to work in a timely manner with a full tummy, ready for the afternoon.
Yep. Eating it in traffic. Eat your dinner in traffic. That's what Graham's Packed Lunch is all about. So
eat it in traffic, feeling a bit sort of wired because you went to a sandwich shop that was a bit too far that you didn't have time for.
Yeah, and you've been sat in a car seat, so you've probably got pockets of air in there, and you're going to release those in the form of farts or belches when you're back in the office for everyone else's surprise. So all we're doing is providing the soundtrack for that fantastic lifestyle. And we've got another game coming up. Graham, talk us through the second game.
The next game. Okay, well, the next game is Graham's Hot and Heavy. Okay.
Graham's Hot and Heavy. How does this one work?
Well, you could, this is open for interpretation so far at this point. Graham's Hot and Heavy. Is it me that's hot and heavy? No, sir. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not me. So what I want to happen is a caller. Everyone, I know we've got loads of them. The switchboard's lighting up.
The switchboard on your app's lighting up, Graham. No one's actually, because no one knows what the game is. No one's calling in yet.
Yes, fair enough. I'll explain it a little bit more then. So what I want the callers to do is call in, okay? Call in, and within this, I want them to be hot and heavy. And I'm going to have to decide... Oh, already taken... Doth the hand meet the bird quicker than the bush can be grown?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm through to your game show. I don't even need explaining. I'm hot and heavy already, eh? Eh?
Right. Well, that's all...
How do you play it again? I'm ready to play it. How do you play it?
Well, no, because now I can already understand that you're probably mid-40s female. And you've
look at you! Look at you!
Thank you.
Guess who me age in the bloody situation, eh? Look at
It's
you!
what I do. I know, right? But what you were supposed to do is you were supposed to call up and just make some hot and heavy noises, maybe in your voice, maybe in a different voice. And I was going to have to work out from those clues.
I don't do noises, Graham. I don't do noises.
Why would you?
I don't do noises. I'm sorry. You've got the wrong person. I'm sorry. I don't do noise. I'm off.
All right, she's gone. We've lost that call.
She called in too soon. She didn't get the idea. So
You're asking too much of her to make a noise. So
absolutely. So let me just run you through it. So imagine I'm a caller and I'm going.
Oh, you've got to guess the situation of the hot and.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Oh, okay.
yeah, fair enough. Let's extend it. We've got to guess the situation, the gender, and the age.
So all we want you to do is make the hot and heavy noises, and Graham's going to guess the rest. I believe something like that. Okay, fair enough. That makes
Good
sense.
game,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yep. All right, can't wait for this one. Good afternoon and welcome to the packed lunch. This is nice already.
All right, Graham, how are you doing? It's Tom here. I'm a big bloke. I'm a builder.
All right, Tom, that's good. I'm hoping, Tom, that this could be part of your disguise. So just play me, just do your noises, Tom, and I'll do the rest.
Hold on a minute. A bit hot and heavy here. It's a hot day, isn't it? Hot and heavy.
Right, okay.
I'm in the 40s. 40s, eh?
Oh, right. I
40s.
think you might be playing a wing-dingery trickery on me here. That's what could be occurring. Right, okay. I think I've heard enough. Give it a pause, and let me have a think. So I think you're doing a ring around, trick around, walk around, what's around. It's you, but it's not you. You're not Tom. You're not in your 40s, and you're not on a building site. You're Julie. You're in your 20s, and you are writing your next novel.
Oh, you're almost there. You sort of got it right a little bit. Oh my God, oh my life, Graham. You're really good at this game, are you? I thought I'd fooled you with my builder noises, isn't it? Oof. I used to do that down the old club, wind up all the old locals. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, and I'm not writing a novel actually. I'm writing a novella. So you were wrong there.
I thought you'd. It seems like you might have called in before. Second time caller?
No, I've never even listened to your show before. I got a text from my mum and it said they're doing a hot and heavy show on WallerFM. I thought I've never even listened to WallerFM, but I'll tune in, I'll get through. Turns out no one else called in, so I got through straight away.
Switchboard with lighting up, so that's not. What's your novella about? Just before you go.
Well, we're writing a series of pamphlets for the sort of local parks and that, and I thought I'd consolidate them all into one novella. And there's a sort of theme that runs through it, which is parks. So it's a really good book.
Okay.
Could I promote it on your show? Because my mum says that. It's all right to promote. You sort of. It's for a good cause. All the proceeds are going to the local children's trust.
Well, do you know what? One of the things
Apart
that
from the money that I take from it, of course.
Of course, you've got to
My
take a
fee.
percentage for yourself. Yeah, of course, quite right. And hopefully it's a lion's share. Now, listen, in weeks gone by, I would have said no, cut her off or cut you off. However, on the packed lunch, we want to be part of the region as well. Of course, I want to promote the parks. The parks we got are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, promote it. This is your elevator pitch, but you've only got 15 seconds. Promote away.
I've got a book. It's about parks.
I mean, that wasn't 15 seconds,
Oh, no,
but
I can
okay.
do it a lot quicker than that. It's
A lot quicker than that. You don't need the time. Yeah. All right. Good.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, there. Thanks for that, Julie, with a book about parks there, and a second.
Pretty close, wasn't I?
Not entirely sure that game worked as well as the first one. Would you like to try one last game, Graham, before we go?
All right, I would like to try one last game actually, and also I just want to say that I think it's the quality of the caller that it's not the games. I don't want to, a good workman doesn't blame his tools, but sometimes the tools that are in the region, and I'm not having a go at them, we're getting the wrong tools.
Yeah, but if a good workman's meant to be sort of like, he's meant to be digging up the pavement outside your house so he can put a new lamppost in. If they just gave him a sort of teaspoon, it wouldn't be. He could definitely blame that.
You could definitely blame his tool. That's true, actually, because this tool's ridiculous. I think that's not a tool; it's a spoon. Your tool. Right. Okay. So one more that I want to try. Okay, and you're going to like this one, Tether, because this plays to everything that you are. Graham's roving reporters. Right.
I like it, Graham. I like it.
Yeah. And what it does, it combines a couple of things. We all like local news, like scrolling Facebook and whatnot, don't we? Face ache, as I call it.
Face ache.
Also,
Hey?
yeah, thank you. Thank you. And also that, we're going to go out into the region, hear what people are doing. I want to hear some roving reporters. We're going to go to you. I want you to be a reporter. Tell me what's going on in your day. Okay? The switchboard's lighting up.
The switchboard is actually lighting up for this one because there are people who seem to understand this one. Okay. I can hear someone there on the line. I'm going to pick the phone up. Boswell, you're live on WallerFM. Give us a report.
Hello, Boswell here. It was a very standard evening in the Boswell house when, a matter of fact, there was a caller that called and gave some very bad news. There were 17 people injured and 4 people knew of it. Of course, that wasn't the real news. The real news was, Terry, that I was peeling spuds for tea. The oven was set at 200 degrees Fahrenheit and the water was boiling in a lightly salted pan.
Okay, this is exciting.
Ravenous.
Keep going. Sorry to cut you off there. I've just got a breaking lead on another line, but I'm going to let you finish. Have you got any more to add to the story? Because this is all coming in live now.
There was a little bit of a discrepancy over a lost fork. However, the children soon settled down to a very nutritious meal.
All right, okay, so it did resolve then. I thought this was... So is it still unfolding, or do you think it's sort of calmed down now in the area?
In the local area, there has been talk of this throughout the day, and every day there's a different meal to try and work our way through. This is something that will carry on and on for generations. Okay,
so I'm going to come back to my on-air correspondent in the studio with me right now, Graham Burkamp. You've heard what Boswell's got to say there. How do you reflect on this story?
That's actually quite a powerful story at this point. And like he said, something like meal times is something that attacks everybody at every single part of their day, often at different times.
I think we should take another... Yeah, well, no, we should stay with this story. We should come back to it and see if there's any more developments later on. But yeah, absolutely. Maybe see if there's someone else on the scene.
That'd be great. So let's take another caller, please. Okay.
Hi
Hello.
there.
Hi, welcome.
I can hear you in the studio, Graham.
Great. Sorry, there's a bit of delay in the studio, but please carry on. Let us know the report, please.
Well, I'm also here at the Boswell household, and there were a few details missing from the previous report. It's Timothy Boswell here, reporting live. I'd like to also mention that my door had been locked earlier in the day. Apparently, I hadn't been behaving very well, but now Mater has opened the door, allowing me to roam free around the house and see the aftermath of the potato dinner, which I actually was forced to miss, and now I'm hungry.
Right, okay, that is an interesting development, and it's not something that originally we heard in the first report. Excellent, great to have some eyes on the scene. Thank you very much. Do you think there'll be any further...
The thing is, the mainstream media are refusing to report on this. They'd rather focus on the drama, the father, but they're certainly... It doesn't seem to fit their overall narrative.
Excellent, and it's great to have eyes on the scene with a news outfit that's bringing us the hot news as it happens.
I've just got a note from the producers that we will not be going back to young Timothy. He's not a reliable source, apparently. So,
well, sometimes that happens with news, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
News. Yeah, it's very easy to start your own news outlet. Start mouthing off, and then
mouthing off. Timothy apparently subscribes to alternative news, such as your InfoWars, a sensationalised conspiracy theorist. It shouldn't be taken seriously. And I feel like his Twitter account will be suspended later in the day.
I feel slightly embarrassed that that's happened, but at the same time, that's what happens when you go into the region, Graham's roving reporters.
Absolutely.
I'd quite like to come back to that one later if
that's great.
Okay. Great content. Yeah, great.
Fantastic content. That's what Graham's roving reporters. Well, I believe the time is approaching 8:32, and that's usually when we go over to Graham's Hot Porridge. How do you feel about that, Graham? You ready for some hot porridge action?
The thing is, I'm always ready for hot porridge. I kind of a little bit of doing this. I do this lunch thing because I really just want to do the hot porridge. So I hope you guys enjoy what we've got. Please move over with me over to the hot porridge and bring your subs with you as well.
Get your spoons ready. It's hot porridge time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in a sec.
Right, gang, welcome to another Graham's Hot Porridge. Welcome to the future. It's on the Sega system, and we're playing by Mentrix Software. Championship Bowling 1993. An excellent little touch of the pin being the all, and the bowling balls being the dots on the eye. You really get a feel from that first screen that you're outside the bowling centre, just preparing to go inside. And in we go. Hi in the chat there. Hi Ring Lizard. This is Graham's Hot Porridge. I'm the porridge. You're the toppings. What choice of topping will you be? Cheers Gummy Gwen 78 for the sub. Wrap your laughing gear around this as I hand you a choc ice and welcome you into the hot porridge. But make sure you clean your sticky fingers before touching my balls. The balls of the bowling alley. Who are we picking? Dana, Mark, Linda, Leroy. Dana, probably. Because she's she's got a fashion sense. Right, I'm just going to pick the size ball. I don't want to go too weighty, so I'll go 12. It's a rainbow bowl, so that's good. We're going to play fast. Let's play. This is good to see already, so I get to pick whereabouts I'm playing. Other people might play at the same time. There's other lanes going on, that's great. The crowd in the background, the level of detail is second to none for 1993 standards. Get that power right. Calm down, love. We got it. That's half of them gone. Look at interesting that they've just replicated the crowd just on the other side. They've not even flipped them. Cheers, Krusty Stragoon, for the sub. You get a bowling ball. That one's dedicated to you. 2 pins. So, and that's European sockets. Use 2 pins, don't they? So, you're the electricity beneath my system. Oh, crikey. Look at the graphics on his face. I've never seen somebody's jaw do that. Did he get a full strike then? Or just the one to go? Cassie is Massey. I surely can't be the only one with oat milk in my porridge. No, and that's a fair choice. Some people use coconut milk. Cocoa milk, I've heard, does it quite well. But the consistency isn't always the same. Makes it a little bit more like wallpaper paste. Verity, cancel Graham. Come on, don't re-cancel me. I don't deserve. I haven't done anything wrong. Serve my time. Graham's raging boner. So I'm really going to get this ball ready to tickle the pins. My balls are ready on this raging boner to tickle that pin. Watch this. This is raging boner at its finest. This is going. Yes! Raging boner power. So it looks like he's playing some bowling game now. Come on, Caroline. I know you're feeling a bit moody about how things have been going, but that's no reason to bring that to the hot porridge. Am I right, guys? Fishing games. I haven't got a weird accent, sickly Rickley. I'm from Shropshire, sort of down south somewhere. And you know it, and I know it. I'm not giving you details about where I'm from. I'm not an idiot. I know how the internet works. There is an option for the bumper-friendly lane, actually, guys, but that's more on the practice session. Certainly something I don't need. Cheers, Bert Squill, for the sub. Great to have you on board. And again, like I say every week, guys, just make sure that you're subscribing. To the subscribers, we're going to be introducing some merch soon. So that'll be nice. And obviously, subscribers will get first dibs on that. And also, it'd just be nice to start to introduce a little bit more subscriber-based chat. I don't want to take away from the ethics of hot porridge, but, you know, some of you are beautiful ripe strawberries and others are sort of going off brown bananas. Consider that as you will. Look at that. Why has he got blue shoes on as well? They're not bowling regulation shoes, although he might be sponsored. So, you know. In fact, actually, what am I wearing on my feet? Have a look, actually. It'd be interesting to... It's just bowling, isn't it? Just throw the ball. Throw the ball. There's no tactics. I don't want any spin as much as I... Straight down the middle. Perfect. Straight down the middle. I've got pink shoes on. Look at that. Strike. Oh, strike me down with a bow and arrow. Excellent work. He's smarting now, isn't he? So look at the chat. Sorry, guys. Really getting into this. Throwing rocks tonight, Graham. Yes, please. And graphics are incredible. So emotional. You're right, actually. And I think for 1993 standards, being able to get that level of emotion on the crowd and on the player, really it shows you how far things have come. You think 3 years after this, Toy Story was released. You know, so times were really motoring at this point. Jeff Puss, the only bowling game that was ever worth the time of day was Swedish import of Crazy Bowling 7 on Scorpion SKU system, but usually of the easy pleaser. Yeah, and you're right, Jeff Puss. You know, I'm totally with you. I'm a purist as well, but it's got to be for everyone. Cheers, Salty Salmon Salamander Sandwich for the sub. That's a lot of S's. You can have the super sexy spin. This one's for you. If I get it, then we're all kissing and hugging you. You ready? Yes, please. Okay. Guys, Graham's sticky boner, and it's the perfect person to use it on. He's going to feel the full force of my sticky boner right up against his back. Put him off a little bit. Yeah. Nearly didn't really work, did it? The sticky boner, not that time. Maybe he likes that. That's fine. It's not a problem for me. Did tea sauce? Did you see the news today? Crazy, isn't it? I often don't follow the news. It's not. I prefer it when it's olds. Just olds, please. I'll catch you in a few days' time when it's out of date. Perry, absolutely right. Always the voice of reason. Brought the hand sanitizer. Just think about all the dirty things in them holes. I'm actually having a panic attack thinking about it. Please, can someone ring my mum? If one of the mods is on board, I know that we've got Matty Perry's number, so if you just give his mum a call. Cheers, Rude Goobers. Lady Takeaway, cheers for the sub. Lady Takeaway, no, actually, I'm eating in the restaurant today, please. Is there an extra charge for that, please? Which is why I say in many fine establishments, I'd rather sit in than take it out. Cheers, Triplicate. Really good. It's a lovely community that we've got going on here. Matt, I hope you're okay. But you're right. What you can't see by 1993 standards is the hand sanitising station that's behind the whole setup. He's too good, I think, is the issue. And, you know, although it's not gender-based, if you think about 1993 standards, if you look, he's got aggression on his face and he's got power. When you look at her face, she's always like shocked, like, oh, you know, have I done well? Cheers, Wassin Suits, for the sub. Great to have you on board. Don't wear a suit. We want to know what you look like. So, you know, thinking about it, the male character gets the aggression on his face when he does well. And then the female character, she's like, oh, I hope I've done well. Is this good enough, guys? No, I don't think it's fair, but it is 1993 standards, so, you know, I've learned a lot over the past few weeks, is what I'm saying, and I'm willing to change my behaviour, and I hope you are too. Julia Gulia, just taking that completely off course. You can roll your shiny balls right up my alley anytime. It's not really the balls that I want to roll up the alley, to be honest. It's more... Cheers, Munch, for the sub. Probably best to cut that one off there, Julia. We'll get that in the DMs. Time for Graham's hot mess, and it is a hot mess. Look at this hot mess. And this is where he's going to go wrong. He's going to turn into a hot mess. He's got the power, right? Hot mess, mate. So, yeah, other than just the way your face looks. Marty Pello keeps missing the streams. Yeah, get here on time, guys, if you can. The hot porridge won't wait. By the end of it, it's merely lukewarm porridge, if at all there's any left. This started like the can't past well and doesn't, and now just want. I mean, small human, I don't know what that means, but good luck to you. Thanks, guys. It's really nice to have the community building again because we had quite a tricky time recently. So thanks for being on board.
Hi everyone, welcome to Waller 107. It's me, Malcolm here. Join me on the region's freshest, deepest, smoothest, red hot summer hits. It's Malcolm and Stu in the afternoon.
With the smoothest talk as well. Remember, we've got the smooth talk, haven't we?
Smoothest talk. That's
Driving you home.
I've done a course online for my smooth talk. So.
Yeah, and I'm it's sort of rubbing off on me as well because I'm sort of smooth.
I've not rubbed anything off on you, Stuart. Let's not start that. We're starting a new.
That wasn't a really smooth reaction, though, was it? Because you sort of kind of. I was listening to your online course, and you were sort of saying, don't sort of interrupt the flow with small talk. Just sort of go straight into the hits. Driving you home live at 7. We've got a lot of callers on the line. 107.7 FM.
Isn't it? Right. Okay. I mean, it's the wet and wild hour, so anything can happen in this next hour. There's some hot summer hits coming up. There's some cool summer hits, and there's some hits that were only ever made for your heart. Welcome. Malcolm's new show.
Oh yeah, wicked wow. What have you got coming up today, Malcolm?
Well, I mean, we know that we can't do the bric-a-brac, so I'm hastily thinking of a new. I was thinking something linked to market traders.
Oh yeah,
I know you used to do the market.
Yeah, I used to sell meat. We could do the meat sale. Basically, viewers out there, listeners, I've got a pound of beef here. Do you know how much that cost at Tesco? Well, a lot more than it's going to cost here. Get you go. Can I get a free? Can I get a? Is that sort of thing?
Yeah, and maybe we can have like Ariana Grande, and we can have.
Well, you
Jason
could do her voice, couldn't you? You just sort of pretend.
Hi, it's me, it's Ariana Grande. There's some free beef going ahead over there, something like that.
It's me, it's Jason Donovan. I love beef. Or is that too much like the bric-a-brac?
No, it's a bit. Well, I think it's enough of a change. I think it's going to be a great show. I'm ready to go. I know. Sorry, listeners.
Sorry, I think Mike's wanted to say something.
Yeah, I know, Mike. I was going to say.
Now then, lads.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hi,
hold
Mike.
on, lads. Now then, lads. We got to speed it up a bit, lads. It's we're going back towards the bric-a-brac here.
Well, I mean, it started well, didn't it? I think.
Here's the thing, lads. We're losing ratings, and we really got to compete with them. Remember that last week we had the Crisps FM. What they've done?
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, we're losing the numbers. Sandy's put me in charge of this show. It's not Malcolm's bric-a-brac anymore. It's Mike's bike. Driving you home, riding through the traffic.
No, Sandy would not have said that.
No, she didn't say that. But she did appoint me as the new producer, and I've got some ideas, okay? What do you do if you've got a big competitor? What do you do?
Probably take some time out and develop something that really works and gives off your own brand.
Bollock chops, lads. None of that. What we're going to do, we're just going to if you can't beat them, join them. Welcome to Crisps FM. That's what...
No, because they're already Crisps. I mean...
AM.
I mean... Well, okay.
Crisps MW.
And then can we do like our own content inside that?
Basically, all you need to do is just remember exactly what happened on Crisps FM. Just nick it, just nick it, just nick their ideas and do that. It'll work. No one will care. No one's listening. You know, and what happens is people will be going through the stations. They'll be like, "Oh, it sounds like a little bit of crispy content here. This sounds very salty. I'll stay on this radio station." Little will they know that they're actually on the old Waller rather than the old Crisps FM. We're back.
I mean, I guess, that makes sense. It's nice to have a soundboard live on air. All right, okay. Welcome to Malcolm's Crisp AM. You're joining here.
And Stuart's Crisp AM.
Okay. Welcome to Malcolm and Stuart's Crisp AM. I know we're on in the afternoon. We mean the frequency, not in the morning. It's Waller 107 with the region's freshest, crispiest, and deepest flavoured crisps.
Malcolm, I think I need to run and get some crisps so we can do some crisp content. Okay?
Crisp, yeah.
You keep it going. I'll go and get some crisps.
Okay. Right. So, are all you salty crunch heads and crisp heads and crisp eights? Are you all sat down? Are you being very good with your crisps at the moment? If you have some, Space Raiders. Oh, does anybody remember Space Raiders? Huh? I know, but they're a maize snack, so not technically a crisp, guys. Frazzles, right? They'll be burping them until a few hours after when you finish them, and you don't. All right, you crunch heads out there.
Crisp heads, crunchy heads. What did you tell them? Have we got more viewers now?
There's loads. I think we've hit real big numbers. I was just talking about different quavers. Hey, have they changed the flavour? Have the cheese flavour become a bit more of a not a very nice cheese flavour? All right then, crisp.
Oh, did you tell them about the sort of the sort of challenge?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So what we've done out there in the region, because we like to be close to the people in the region on Waller 107, the region's crispiest hits. We've hidden 10 bags of beans on toast flavour Monster Munch all the way across the region, but also we've hidden some in Europe as well.
In sort of mainland Europe.
Mainland Europe. We've buried them with no clues to where they are.
Yeah.
So get on the wild hunt, guys.
Yeah, but we haven't really done that, have we?
I
mean, should we?
Maybe. I mean, we can do that because we have time to do it.
We will do it. But get out there and look for them.
Look for the crisps in Europe, guys. 2020 snack chase is going to go ahead.
Yeah, even though they sort of said it couldn't. They said it couldn't be done, but all you crunch heads stepped in and made this the crispiest, the saltiest radio station. I mean, you've heard the other one. Now crunch this one.
Crunch this one. When I have a shower in the morning, pure crisps are coming out of my shower head now because I'm so in touch with the crispiest snacks in the region that I even bathe in them now. That sounds like a good crisp. I really think I could. I'm really good. I'm really good at guessing crisps.
No, because you know what it is. Because you know which type I buy. I always buy the same ones. I think we should put it to the callers because I'm going to run out of this bag pretty soon. So I think we should put it across to the callers. What crisp am I crunching? Give us a ring. And do you think that we should do that, Malcolm?
Yeah, okay. Let's get the region to call in. I don't see why that's not an issue. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, but only ring in if you're in the region, of course.
Yeah, don't ring from mainland Europe.
Hi. You're through to Crunchy Crisps AM, the sort of crispiest, saltiest show on the air and things.
All right, Stuart, love. I'm just calling in because it's me, it's Bevan here. I don't know if you know me from Crisps FM, but I'm calling in because I'm not happy. For a start, I don't want to.
Can you guess the crisps?
Of course, I can guess the blooming crisp. Man and boy, I've been doing this for 47 years. Shall I tell you what crisp it is?
Prove it.
I can. Well, no. Do you know what? I'm not going to lower myself because actually, if this is being recorded, this could cause legal issues further down the line if I've consented to playing your games.
So why did you ring in to take part in the game then, if you were so against the sort of supposed theft of the idea, which I do not agree with in any form? We actually got inspired by a radio show in Poland, which was about salted peanuts, and we said, oh, maybe we could do that ourselves, and we actually wrote the idea for this 20 years ago.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, me and Mark are not going to stand for this. Okay. Mark's not with me at the moment. But what I'm going to be happening is the lawyers at the station at Chris FM. Just remember, we're one position in the radio rankings above you now.
I think we've lost the caller.
Right. Okay. Well.
Sorry, Malcolm. I had to cut him off. He was threatening me.
Right. I mean that's a worry about the. I don't know if we've got another call coming in, have we?
Well, if it's the same person again. Hello, you're live on Crunch FM, the crispiest, crunchiest, saltiest sound in town, driving you through the afternoon.
Okay, no, I'm not, Stuart Love. No, I'm not.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello there, madame, and don't you sound youthful and very attractive? Would you like to try and guess the crunch? Here it goes.
Okay, love. Listen, I've heard quite enough.
You've heard enough, Sophie. Are you ready to formulate an answer? I can give you a clue.
Okay, Stuart Love.
I'll read out the first ingredient.
Okay.
Potato. That's the first ingredient.
Makes sense. It's Chris.
Okay.
Right.
I'll read out the salt content. 1.98 grams per 100 grams. That's pretty good, actually. You'd think it'd be more than that.
Listen, I've not built a successful radio station and a successful brand by copying what Chris
Well, you'll get there one day. You'll get there one day.
I think you two have missed the point today. I don't know whether, I asked middle management Mike to come and sit in with you, and I don't know if he's either heard about what's happening and he's not said anything, or heaven knows what's going on in that studio, but you've got to stop, okay? We can't be doing Chris FM stuff. It's an absolute bloody nonsense.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Excuse my French live on the radio, okay? This is not good enough, okay? Mike.
No, he went out to the sort of burger stand. They've reopened it outside. He said he's going to get a burger.
Do you know what? I don't like how you're talking tonight, Stuart Love. I feel like you've lost a lot of your respect. You've probably spent a little bit too much time with your head in the clouds and your
in the hood
finger where the sun doesn't shine. Right up there, okay? Take it out. Wash it. Okay, stop this absolute nonsense.
Malcolm. Sorry, Mal. I'm going to go because I don't feel.
Well, I think you're making it worse. It's certainly getting exacerbated. Listen, Sandra, love. Actually, I don't like the way that you're talking to me and my brother. We've put a lot of effort into the show. And things might be changing, actually, because, yes, I might have joined you as a mere work experience boy, but now, hey, listen, I'd just like to play you, if you wouldn't mind, an voicemail that I received earlier that might actually start to shape some of our further conversations, if you will permit me to play that to you, Sam.
And a Cavalish feely to you. Hi, Malcolm. Just a voicemail here from Gwyn, just around the Cool Boys Summer House Corner Club and the annual retreat that we've got coming up. Obviously, we'd love you to attend, and I've put you down for a weekend pass. We've got some great people coming. I think will really help to expand your mind. So, yeah, great to have you on board. However, these things cost money, Malcolm, and, in general, the cost of the weekend is also quite high. But happy to absorb some of that because it's a great opportunity for you boys. Often we're, out of pocket ourselves, but, it helps you to grow. Namaste to you too. Also had some thoughts about your career. Definitely hoping the crystals are helping. As mentioned and invoiced, there is a charge for that, but, when the crystal chooses you, Malcolm, is the charge even really worth considering? Anyway, as we know, things aren't quite going as you'd hoped. Sure, I know, yes, sure, I hear you, yes, I know. It was uncomfortable for me, too, to watch one of my chargers under the cosh, as it were, but I've spoken around our Cool Boys Summerhouse Corner Club network, and we are willing to be your sponsors, Malcolm, to get you back on track. We've got a lot of connections and sources around the region, but also around the globe. A network, if you will, and a Cavalish Feely and a Namaste to you too, to Merkuket Spire. Yes, I hear you. A bird in the hand, etc. Anyway, I don't know if you've heard of a little show over in the US of A called At Home with the Quimms. Yes, I know. You have heard of it. We're looking, to raise your profile a little bit. So we'd be looking to fly you out there. Expenses paid, of course. Under our wing, our kind and caring tutelage, if you will. Of course, it's all booked and ready, and we're going to get the tickets over to you. Very excited for you to. Yes, Namaste too. As you know, without us, it might be back to sweeping the floors like Jesus did for a time, of course. Looking forward to having a sharing barn with you soon, Malcolm. All the best.
So I just at this point would like to say that I'm happy to go on At Home with the Quimms. So taking a leave of absence as of now, actually, Sandy.
You didn't sort of didn't tell me about this, did you, Malcolm?
Sorry, Stuart. It was something that was very last minute, and I need you to hold the fort here for me as I fly over to, and I quote, the US of A. So very exciting times for me.
Live from the Pumpernickel Theatre in New Hollywood, At Home with the Quimms. Featuring special guests Madison Melrose. You know him from America's Deepest Holes. It's Braid Wakely. And all the way from the City of England, it's Malcolm. And here's your host, Carson Quinn.
All right. How about it, huh? How about that, huh? All right. Okay. Welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? All right. Okay. So, how's it going, guys? What an awesome time we're going to have tonight on At Home with the Quimms. I mean, this is awesome. Let me begin. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I was having lunch earlier with Sheryl Crow. All right, yeah, all right, here we go. Okay, we go way back. And she said, boy, Carson, how do you get your steaks so gosh darn juicy? And I mean, she'd be right to ask, folks. She'd be right to ask, right? Huh? We go way back. All right. You guys are awesome. Okay, we have got, what a show we've got coming up for you guys. Holy smoking Toledo's. It's going to be an amazing show. Give it up for Mickey Mendocino and his band, all right?
Boy, hey, how's it going, Mikey? How's it going? Boy, I just ate a triple bacon cheeseburger. All right. Yeah, got it from Wisconsin. Great to see you tonight, Carson. Is that a new suit?
Sure is. Everybody, give it up. Mickey Mendocino, he's the band leader tonight. Can I get a big how's it going for Mickey?
How's it going, Mickey?
All right, okay, well, before we go any further, I'd like to introduce my brother. It's Larry. How you doing, Larry?
Oh my God, hi Carson, great to be here. Honestly, I agree with Carson. That suit is looking sharp tonight. Is that a what? 7?
All right, about an 8 or a 9. All right.
Oh my goodness. Oh, guys, it's great to have you in the studio today. And just to build on this, as we know, it's the holiday season. Sure, am I right?
All right.
And we're giving away 5 cheeseburgers every minute.
Every damn minute.
Goodness.
How's it going? All right. Okay, 5 cheeseburgers every minute. Larry, tell me, how are we going to manage to do this on such a short budget?
Oh my God, I have been making cheeseburgers all goddamn night, and I've got a whole box of them stacked outside. We got a little microwave in here to keep them warm. We got a little hot plate. We got a lazy Susan. Whew, we're slinging those things out. We're also giving away 4 skillets worth of $235. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah, Larry!
Hell yeah, $235. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so don't flip that dial. Get off your keysters, because tell me, Larry, what have we got coming up in tonight's show for sure?
Well, thank you, Carson. Well, tonight we've got fastball legend Jeremy Eagle will be taking the Mackie D's Frozen Banana Custard Challenge.
All right. Homecoming queen Caitlin Montenegro will be here to whiten everybody's teeth for the holiday season.
Oh my God. We could be shooting up your strip mall this weekend, so don't miss that.
Get your AR-15s ready, guys, because it's going to be a bloodbath. Okay, let's hear it for our troops over the holiday season, am I right?
He's not wrong. He is not wrong. And I'd like to thank our first responders and the good patriots out there protecting our good old family values, especially over this holiday season.
It's that time for holiday tradition, so let's see those big Quimm smiles. Say cheeseburger!
Cheeseburger!
I'm only kidding, folks. What an asshole. Boy, howdy. What a great show it is tonight. We have got such amazing special guests. And my first guest, this is a real close one to my heart because I feel we're kindred spirits. Me and the first guest. He's a radio host, he is a poet, he is a dancer, a sports personality, a singing bachelor, a plucky young upstart hailing from the hills of Yorkshire, England. It's Malcolm!
Hi there, Carson. Great to be here.
It's freaking awesome to have a Brit like you on the show, am I right?
I mean, it's great for a it's great for a Brit like me to be here.
Settle your nerves. Okay, you've got a lot of fans in the audience. Settle your nerves. I know it's your first time on national television.
Yeah, and just just a few discrepancies in the intro because I'm not an accomplished dancer. It's just something I do as a hobby. Thanks.
All right, let's give it up. Keep going, Malcolm.
Yeah, okay. No, it's been really great to be here. Is this the bit where you want me to do that bit of anecdote first that I...
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it's okay. Things like this happen, Malcolm. Okay, so first of all, we've got it written down here.
Sorry, Carson. Am I doing my type 5 first? You guys.
Okay, first of all, Malcolm, it's all right. We've got plenty of time here. He's just got off the plane from little old England, and boy, he has got a Type 5 prepared for us tonight. Malcolm, why don't you just get it going? Just get it started.
Okay. Right. Hi, guys. Great to be here. So, the year is 1993. I'm wearing a simple one-piece suit as I walk. Thanks, guys. As I walk towards what seems to be a motel. We call them just like a block of flats or something. I think in the UK, a motel. Now I walk up to the motel and and the steam's rising off the swimming pool, which is communal at this point. And I turn to my right and I see the wiggle and the jelly of a soft pair of buttocks. And I turn to my left and I merely accidentally caress a very grey and large pubic bush. Of course, I'm sorry, I'm building, and I take a drag on a cigar and cough a little bit. Yes, and then one of the older gentlemen comes over to me and asks me if I'd like to hold his cigar. Of course, I do, that's uncomfortable. So then one of the older ladies, she turns and says, "Oh, would you like to groom my slightly greying, matted bush?" Of course.
Let's give it up for Malcolm. Malcolm, that was the Type 5 there. Let's calm it down. It's a family show. Malcolm, why don't you come and join me down on the couch over here? What an asshole.
Okay, yeah, great. I mean, it was probably a Type 3, 2 at most. But this is a super, really comfy studio you've got here, Carson. Thanks.
So, calm it down, Malcolm. So, you just get in town? Just get in town? Did you just get in town? How about it, huh? How are you liking it? Did you just get in town? How about it? Do you like it?
Yeah, no, I just recently got in town, yeah. So, I've just... From one of the things here is, I just got into town, and I actually got here via studio, which was taxi. I got here by taxi, and I got in the taxi, of course, and I said to the driver, "Oh, is this an Uber?" And he said, "No, it's not an Uber."
How about what an awesome story. Okay, for sure. That was a great anecdote, Malcolm. I'm going to award you with this huge 45-pound cheeseburger for being our favorite British guest of the day. How about it, everybody, look at the size of that burger. I mean, could you get your jaw around that burger? Look at the size of that burger.
I might try, Carson. I don't know if, on the way back, if I'll be able to have extra baggage allowance.
You can certainly eat a cheeseburger. How about you, Mickey Mendocino?
How about it, guys? Malcolm, eat a cheeseburger for me. I took a bite out of that bastard. It was like 4th of July. All right.
Okay, all right. Malcolm, so I heard that you are an awesome singer. You don't just act, you don't just do poetry, you don't just do writing and presenting, but you can also sing. You can really sing. Tell them about it, Malcolm. You can really sing.
I finished SingStar on intermediate mode, but I wouldn't go on Region for the Stars or anything like that.
Well, you know what I'm going to say, Malcolm, because Mickey Mendocino has been talking to the band, and they've got a little thing together. They want to do a duet with you. Are you ready? Are you up for a duet, Malcolm? You're going to sing with the Mickey Mendocino. He's known across the globe. He's done Broadway. Are you ready to sing with Mickey Mendocino?
I haven't even rehearsed or anything.
What do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think you should sing the song with Mickey Mendocino?
Oh no, this is like when I was at Auntie Julie's wedding and everyone wanted me to dance.
Oh, you Brits with that crazy humor. Here he is, Mickey Mendocino and Malcolm.
Come on, Malcolm. Join in with me. I know you got it in ya.
Well, I don't know if...
All right.
I'm not really a singer.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Well, I don't know if usual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging around with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die.
All right, Malcolm.
All right, how about it, Malcolm? Hey, you didn't tell me you was so good at singing, Malcolm.
I mean, it's not something but actually thinking about how everyone's reacted, it might be something that I do, Carson. It could be the making of me. You've made a man out of me, Carson.
Oh, guys, this is Malcolm from England. Give him a big round of applause. He's from the city of England, or is it a county? I don't know. He hasn't explained it to me. But Malcolm, it's been great to have you here, and I hope you're going to stick around on the couch. I hope you're going to stick around with us on the couch.
Yeah, can I sing myself out?
Sure, for sure. Just give us a number, give us a few. I mean, this guy's got a real set of pipes on him. Just give me. Do you want to sing the national anthem? Do you want to sing?
New York, New York. All right, is that all right? Will that do?
That was absolutely awesome. By far, one of the best songs I've ever heard. What do you think, guys? Okay, so Larry, let's talk sports because
let's talk sports.
We know the big game's on tonight. We know everybody's going to be like, oh, should I stay here? Should I watch the game? I don't know what to do. Everything's going crazy around here.
So, oh my goodness, Carson, calm it down. Okay, and you're damn right, okay? So we know it's the Big League Playoff State Series final tonight, okay? We get that. And we didn't want you guys to miss out during this holiday special, so we're gonna cut over, okay? We're gonna go over to Wade and Austin, and guys, they're pitch side. I know I can't believe it either. They're pitch side at the Fort Mason Cotton Bowl this very evening. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Are you over there, guys?
Is that Larry? I think I caught you there, but the noise here is deafening. What do you make of it, Wade?
Oh my goodness me, it's been such an atmosphere so far. The Roxburgh Roosters are really making a number for themselves out there this evening.
Absolutely. I haven't seen this kind of power play since Latex Lags Larry Dwayne Delaney hit 3 for 3 by the Winnebago Smiths in 87, and boy, that was a hoagie roast, but today cannot compare. Do you agree?
Oh my God, you know the first draft has been only just received this evening and the roster was blown wide open when Franny Lombretto just moved straight over to the Rock Island Independence.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's dry meat tenderizing season out there on the field today, but this ain't no college picnic. I remember the Gainesville Janitors, and they hit the 37-yard line against the first draft of the roster college lead, and he did a pivot turn 4 quarters into the game, turned on a springboard, and now he cannot stop. But it's Mikey Karuba, and he's been lining the pass forwards to Harvey Moulton, and believe me, I have not seen the traction engine on this guy is incredible. What do you think? Do you think it's going to get into maybe the 9th quarter tonight, or we'll stick it like 7 or 8?
I'm really considering that this might be a 12-quarter game. They've really covered that 35-yard line this evening. The boys have been playing some kind of special game out there. Never before have I witnessed something as spectacular as that. Just when we got to that first quarter point, the hot dogs were flying as that 3 points were tallied, kicked, and they were taken all over the field. That outfield prospect, God damn it, don't stop me mid-flow.
I just got to agree with you on that one. I just got to agree with you. You've been watching the game as long as I have, and you've really got an interesting take on it.
Well, it's been your classic shortstop maneuver out there. The way that those guys have beat the spread, it's really been all down to the kickstop receiver. One of the moves that he made really looked like he could skin a sparrow with his eyes closed. In fact, his whole body clock seemed to just slow right down.
So, guys, we're going to be going into the 14th quarter later. It's possible the Jefferson City Whitesnakes preferred. The Ashburg Gruelers are coming from behind. They've got an outfield prospect. They hope to beat the spread tonight. But, oh my God, do you have anything more to add, Wade?
The only thing more I've got to add is that I hope we see Zink Smith tonight. I've got a lot of money riding on that guy, and hopefully he'll get into the 15th quarter and he'll really hit something special, because, boy, he is something special.
I'd say back to you in the studio, Carson. We're hoping it's going to be a fantastic game, and it looks to be shaping up, but I know you got to get on with the show, so you better get on with the show. Back to you in the studio, Carlton and Larry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the latest from the big league game down there, and boy, I've been watching the whole season. I mean, the Glendale Desert Dogs They've been going the whole 78 yards, and it's been an awesome season. Can I get a big woo for the Glendale boys tonight? Woo! A bigger one than that. Woo!
Oh my goodness me.
A just slightly bigger one. Woo! There we go. Bit better. Okay, all right. We have fun here. Awesome.
You know, I really want to echo that. Actually, I really hope Zink Smith gets out there tonight because I've got I've not got money riding on the guy. I've just got a little bit of affection for him. You know, he's been a good guy. Yeah, it's great that we've been able to bring some of that holiday cheer from the sports field into the studio. Am I right, guys?
Absolutely. Speaking of the holiday season, I heard, Larry, you've got a holiday cheer message prepared for all the guys to get up off their keistas and, just join in with the celebrations. Get yourself a turkey, stuff it with ham, stuff that with cheeseburgers, and stuff the cheeseburgers with goddamn hoagies. Am I right?
Carson, you're always so on point, and I completely agree with you. And it's really been quite a tradition that we've been working on for many years now. It's Larry's holiday cheer, and guys, thanks. It's really great to have the studio audience here tonight. You're really great, guys. If you're thinking about throwing the football around this weekend, just make sure you adults get those kids involved. All right, you got me. You give them a little scrub of their hair. Thanks, guys. Thanks. If you're roasting a ham in the hot locker this weekend, honestly, just make sure it's fully cooked. Until, the juices have got to run clear. Otherwise, a lot of things won't be running clear. Am I right?
All right, we all know what happened last hoagie roast. Am I right?
Oh, my goodness me. And please, guys, make sure... Thanks. It's the holiday cheer, I get it. We've got to make sure you just take a little time to break a piece of pumpkin pie together. Do that for me. Maybe take the time to break a Twinkie or two with a loved one. And, just God bless and praise be.
Well, God bless America and God bless the radio station. We're going to head back over to commercial break now. I hope you guys won't be flipping through the channels. You've been awesome. We'll be back in 5.
Hi guys, it's me, it's Stuart. We sort of got told off earlier. Malcolm's gone to America to do his show, so it's just Stuart and Carl Curtains. Carl, are you there? I know you don't like talking unless it's in shout out.
No, it's fine, man. It's just I don't like to pull down the wall, the veil between me and, my shout-out crew.
Yeah, I mean, you're really good at the shout-outs. So, maybe I thought it would be good if you could sort of teach me how to do it, because I can't do it. I mean, I listen to yours, and you're all like, you sound like you're from another planet, and I try it, and I just sound like I'm on the meat market again, and I don't want to go back to that career, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose you've got your hair, man. You've got to, get your inspiration from there, right? Just like, I got to find a different voice, man. Like, big up the beat style, beat. Just like really...
really big beats, beat style, beat. But I'm still me. I can't transform into someone else like you can.
Oh, no, well, you just try and you just, like, change your voice a bit, man. Like, go like, deeper or darker, big beats coming down. Yeah, right. Wow.
I don't think that did it really. It hurt my throat as well. Mum says I'm not allowed to do that voice because last time I sort of lost my voice and we couldn't find it anywhere. And it turned out Malcolm had put it in the sort of talcum powder drawer in the bathroom, and it got covered in talcum powder. We had to go out and buy a new one, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, like, just, maybe just think of, put your beat. Think about, get us right. Let's write something, yeah? Get some beats, right? Put your beats somewhere. Where are your beats?
Should load up some beats?
No, don't load up beats. Like, I mean, in a way. Like, think of somewhere in the world where your beats could be, man.
Hereford.
Right, okay, right. Hereford, and what kind of beats are they, man? What kind of, like, tune, what noise are they, man?
Sort of progressive tropical.
Right, okay, progressive tropical in where did you say?
Hereford.
Hereford, right, okay, man, you're right. Yeah, like, just like try and drop that in a different voice. Like, get your beats growing and then...
Do you want some backing music to help you?
Right, yeah.
Shall I get the backing music going? Is it? That's what I'm asking.
Well, right, do it, but like, you know, we're still... I'm just training. This is training mode, man.
Okay, yeah, we'll train. Okay, so, we got some beats rising up from Hereford. Oh, how about that? I've lost my keys. Should I maybe throw that in, sort of like an update on what I've lost? Because I'm always losing my things. I think I might have hidden them behind my trousers, but my trousers are behind me, and now I'm behind my trousers. Oh.
Right, no, because that's good,
no,
but
that's
like
not,
it's not.
Yeah, it's more of a clownish sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not the beats, man. Like, just real go, like your beats, man. You really harness your beats, man.
Rugga, bo. Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, here it comes. Yeah. I got hello and noise hatching in the sunshine. Oh, hard house all the way through. Hereford rising up through the breeze. Oh yeah, I can feel the beats in my knees, in my eyes, in my legs, in my lips. Oh.
Right, man. No, that was
yeah.
Like you were the beats there, man.
Yeah,
wow,
man,
right.
I am the beats, and I'll be the beats, and I saw the beats, and I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. It bloody did.
Right, man. Yeah, right. So, yeah. Right, I'm feeling it, man.
You feel it? You feel those beats?
Big shout out, big time, big shout out, big time, big shout out, big time to the Hecky Flats crew, big shout out, man, to the cow paddle up in the East Yard hiding and keeping it going. Big shout out to the Couplands, ladies and gents.
Is it my turn? Here we are at the Dorchester Hotel. Big shout out and massive respect to the area. We've got boys working out the back and we've got boys working in the kitchen. The boys working in the kitchen, skitching to the beats and dancing to the beats, jumping over the fence at the back door.
Time shout out to the Pork Pie Warehouse, man. They're doing 50% discounts all day, every day. Get their big pork pie times in the warehouse. They'll go for the Ploughman's pork pie, please. Big shout out to the Toast Office silk linen sheets and the boys at Custom Plastering. We're doing plastering. How you doing it? We're doing it custom.
Oh, we've got some big beats coming down from Scotland. Glaswegian dry beats rising up through Motherwell. Oh, the bass-driven beats sliding away through the cow and beef, all through the farms. Arbroath. Oh, I can't see Stenhouse Muir because it's not on the map. They've taken it off the map. The beats are coming down.
Big beats rising in Belgium. Big beats rising in Germany. Big beats rising in Switzerland. But the thing we're going to be looking at tonight is the beats. The beats as they're growing are in the fields in France. Them beats, they're not growing. They're being made in the factories. Them big beats rising through the lorries, into the truck, into the driver, into the wheel beat. Big beat time. Big beats to the payphones. Big beats to the acorn aerials.
Beats, rugga, mashaga. Ooh, beats, mugga, mashaga. Ooh, mugga. Can I get a massive big beat roundup, big beat dance down for the Ayleston, Texas? Oh,
okay, rugger in the area. I've got a rugger man in the area. Physically be a part, physically be a part, physically be a part. Bass-driven beats sliding the way through the payphones, acorn areas. It's all about the areas these days. We're going back to the analog age. All the boys working at the warehouse down at Wicks. All the boys working at warehouse down in B&Q. All the boys at the BP garage hanging outside the BP garage, filling up the petrol tanks at the BP garage. Everybody's ready for the ragga time.
Big time. We got the beats in the trainers, beats in the beats in the table, beats in the streets, beats in the cars and beats in the seats, beats in the everybody eats, beats in the beats and the beats and we eat, beat in the beats and a boil in the beats in the beats and a peat to the beats, paint in the beats and a read in the beats, where you gonna beats, everybody know that you gotta kind of heats, treats, gotta seats, you gotta beats and a keep to the teeth. Big beat time.
Thank you, Carl Curtin. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for teaching me the ways of the beach.
Yeah, right.
Before we go, can you get the crisps?
All right. That sounds all right. Yeah, that sounds quite like. I think it's a Lay's, not a Walker's. A Lay's. Is it a Lay's paprika?
Oh yeah, import, man, import. Yeah, awesome, great one. Okay. I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight on WallerFM. Driving you home through the night, through the beats, 107.7, all the greatest hits, the roundest sound in Yorkshire. I've been Stuart Massive, and this is DJ Carl Curtains, and Malcolm's in America right now. So,
and a big shout out all the way over to the stateside, to what the place they call the US of A. Big shout out, North Carolina. Big shout out, Minneapolis. Big shout out, Arkansas. Big shout out, Arkansas. Big shout out, Houston. Big shout out, Washington CD. Washington CD. Come us to the CD.
Yeah, that was really good. Thanks for. Okay, so bye. You've been gorgeous. Bye.